How y'all doing on this wonderful football Monday? Welcome back to another Jeff's Opinion. Yeah, man. Y'all know by now, man. Y'all seen that devastating loss yesterday to the Dallas Cowboys. I hate to come out here and say I told you so, but I told you so. Uh, it may get even worse than that down the line. We got to meet the Cowboys again. Two games with Philly. Another game with the Giants. Before I get to that, I got a question I want to pose to y'all. Y'all seen the I haven't put the title up yet, but that's gonna be the title of the video. The way we looked yesterday, in the past couple of weeks, lost to the Bears, and we got destroyed yesterday on national television by the Dallas Cowboys. Not kind of seen this coming, with all the injuries and all that. So I'm gonna pose a question to this fan base. Do y'all still believe that the Washington Commanders can go on a playoff run? And I want y'all to be realistic about this, because I'm gonna be realistic about this on this channel. Um, I'm looking at this schedule, man. Going through this schedule. Now my computer update now. But you go to Kansas City Monday night. Then you get a visit from Seattle Seahawks. You got two games left with the Eagles, home and away. You got a game with the Minnesota Vikings, no matter where we play. I mean, I think we play them in Minnesota. I think we go to the Dolphins. Uh, we got to see the Cowboys again Christmas Day. Did I mention the Giants? But I want y'all to be realistic. The way we've been playing over the last 7 weeks, what game do y'all think we're gonna win off of this remaining schedule? I'm gonna wait. You might say the Dolphins. Depending on what Carson Wentz show up, they might with Justin Jefferson. We can't. You never know. That's why, and I hate to keep harping back on this. That's why the Chicago game was so important. You had it in your grasp. You had that game in your grasp. That's why that game was so important. See, if you win that game against Chicago, we could kind of like give you a pass for yesterday. Although you want to win and you want to beat Dallas, but had you won the Chicago game, right now you'd be sitting at 4-3 instead of 3-4. And see the difference that'll make. Chicago People had Chicago written off beginning of the year. They were talking bad about them, boy. They were talking bad. Isn't that? They beat the Dallas Cowboys, go into a bye week, come back, get a come from behind victory against us. Then they win yesterday, although it beat against the New Orleans Saints. But you see how the change of fortune. Now that's gave the Chicago Bears life, energy. Man, winning does a lot, man. Winning give you that confidence. And that's why that game, we should have wrapped that game up. This would be a totally different outlook. Y'all could have got a pass. We could say, well, man, we injured, man. We'll get it back together. We'll be back. Then we could kind of like give y'all a pass for that. But now you looking up at the Dallas Cowboys now. They second place in the division. This what I'm saying. By winning and taking advantage of games, this game would have been this game yesterday. It wouldn't mean as much had you took care of business in Chicago. You know, now you looking up at Dallas. Although we got to play them again, you know, in Washington on Christmas Day. But it's just the point. You gave away a game that would a game you had won. And that game changed a lot of people's fortune. A lot of Chicago and us. And Dallas. Because right now Dallas would still be looking up at us. Now we looking up at them. At 3-2-1. I think they had their bye. Did they have their bye week? I think the Cowboys are 3-2-1 or 3-3-1. It might be 3-3-1. But at 3-4, you still looking up at them. You know. So if you ask me, can the Washington Commanders go on a playoff run? I don't see no indication. Nothing over these past 7 weeks that'll make me say, if I am a bit man, but that I would put any kind of wager on us making the playoff. They haven't showed me anything. You can say, well, we played good in L.A. against the Chargers. Man, that game, the Chargers lost that game like we did. Go back and watch that game. We got them in a lot of third and longs, and they were converting them. But guess what? The Chargers beat themselves because a lot of those three and longs, what they converted, was called back by penalties. We didn't stop them. You can say we stopped them, but because we won the game, but had not those penalties wiped away those third down conversion longs. They was in third and long, 3rd and 14, 3rd and 19, and long distance third down. And they converted them, but they were called back by penalties. So this team hadn't showed me anything to make me think that they playoff bound. It's almost like they feel entitled, like just what they did last year. They would come out here and just show up and win. That's not how it go. That's not how it go. Me, like I told y'all yesterday, I kind of figured the Cowboys were going. It went just like I said it would. Go back and watch my video. A couple of big plays here and there, we couldn't keep up. Trailing all game long, trying to come from behind. They end up getting your quarterback hurt, or you get yourself these slow starts. So, man, just me, Jeff's opinion, they haven't showed me anything to make me believe that they can turn this thing around. You gave Chair, all y'all wanted Chair to get paid. I probably the only one saying let him play it out. Y'all wanted him to get paid for what he already done. And he ran on the campaign. I never been, man, now look. Just look. Now, that was his whole thing. I never had a serious, and look at the fortune. You held out, came back, didn't get anything done, and what did you play? 1 or 2 games, didn't do anything then. Luckily, we won the Giants game first. Then we got Mollywop. I think Green Bay was the second game. Got Mollywop. And now it's win, lose. Now we're on a 2-game losing streak. Because you lost to the Bears, now you just got Mollywop in Dallas. For me, man, I don't think they can get this thing turned around. Ain't no telling how long Jaden gonna be out. Terry gonna be out. We done lost Dorrance Armstrong, who been having a fantastic year. He gone for the year. There's no indication from the eye test and what I've been seeing these first 7 games. I have no indication that they can get this thing turned around. If it was one good game where I could say, oh, boy, that's a complete game, then I could kind of like hedge my bet. But, no, man, that game against Chicago, it's gonna hunt y'all the rest of this season. Because like if I said you took care of that business in Chicago, well against Chicago, it still look totally different. You would be have a winning record. You'll be a game over 500, and we could kind of excuse that game yesterday because we'll be still over 500. But now with these games coming up, I only see one you may have and that's maybe the Dolphins. You just showed you can't beat the Cowboys uh, yesterday. Uh, Philly knocked you out last year. You make it still one of them from them. I said in the beginning, before the season started, I thought we probably would split with Philly and Dallas. We're gonna have to now. We might have to win out to even try to sniff a seventh seed. So man, from what I've seen so far, the first 7 games, it's like it's an impossible task, man. Although I'm gonna be still tuning in every game, tuning in and hoping. But if I was a betting man, like I said, if I had to put a wager down, I don't think they got enough intestinal fortitude to get this thing done, get it turned around. Tell her how long Jaden gonna be out. So man, I think the season is a wash. I think we just going through the motion now. Until I see a good complete game, we just going through the motion. And they're gonna bring me to another video. Should we make some moves at the trade deadline, start trading off some of these assets? I don't know how many we got. You know, but should we start making some moves and investing in the future? Are we gonna stand pat and try to really lock in and try to make a playoff run? I don't think this front office want to make it. I don't think they want to like show everybody that they messed up. I think they're gonna try to play this out. You only got 5 draft picks for next year, so man, maybe it's time to start breaking this. Just go ahead and break this thing up, man, and do it. I wouldn't say the right way, but start hoarding some draft picks, man. And maybe that's what they do, depending on how the next couple of games go. Maybe they'll see the light and start trying to trade some of these players off of some and get some picks back in, man, and try to rebuild this thing and get some youth on this team and do it that way. Because I really think this season is a wash. If I had to make a wager, I don't think they're gonna be able to get it turned around, man. I'm just gonna be honest. I'm hoping, but they haven't showed me. They haven't showed me anything, man. Like I said, the best game I think they played was the Charger game, and that was more like the Chargers beat themselves. Go back and look at it. So, man, if y'all know a lot of y'all love your team, man. I still root for them. It's forever with me, but I don't think they can make a. I don't think they serious enough to go on no playoff run, man. And I think we just gonna be going through the motion, trying to get back to 500, hoping we can. Gonna be looking at the end of the year, trying to wish for all these different scenarios, and I think that's what I think that's our destiny this year. Depending on how Jaden respond and how he come back, and how soon we can get Terry back, because I know we're not gonna make a no. I know we're not gonna be biased with only 5 draft picks so far. I don't know we're not gonna be biased, and so far I don't see them bringing in a good name free agent, a big name free agent. Well, it's none at wide receiver. But I don't see anybody on the free agent market that can come in and help us. turn this thing around immediately, for to get to a playoff run. Man, y'all like, comment, subscribe, man, to this channel. Am I tripping? I might be just tripping. Maybe I'm tripping. But I told y'all they were gonna lose yesterday. So man, y'all enjoy the rest of y'all Monday. I don't know. Yeah, I think we got a double header tonight. I may watch, I may not. I'm so disgusted with this team, man. I'm talking about, man, y'all just don't understand. I had high hopes. But unfortunately, like from the beginning of the year, this team just wasn't ready to play. Like they were just going through the motion, think they can carry on from last year and just show up and win. So y'all enjoy the rest of y'all week, man. I may come back and make another video. I may do a video about the Terry contract. And I may not, man, but I'm pissed. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all day.